by a country mile. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the rings off, make the rings small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
The straights continue to score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. Can't find a home with that jab. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Clean left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking,
go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute...
But don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the...
Win the round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was. Come on.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That left hook won't score. The left jab is landing at will. They have no respect for each other's punching power, and they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing, it absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Jab to the body. Nope, that jab not going to score. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
I like that. I'm happy. Just keep him on the end.
You're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch back on.
Get it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't again.
I need you to focus on what you do. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You're letting back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good defense with that left jab. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swing and a miss with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Now let's reset.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Win the next one. Yeah? Good. I need to go back out.
Keep smart. Good man, good man.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't land that jab. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. That jab was blocked. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
These two fighters are made for one another. Swing and a miss with the jab. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round. Now relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his...
Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
There's the bell to start round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That jab gets blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both want the knockout. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job by him to block that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Great work. I love that. I love that. Jab slick.
Good job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
Time sets him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back. Just box it.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
All right. Now go back out there and win this round. You only lost 1 round.
You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing.
You got to get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good
Time
work.
winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Go back out there and win this round. You had everything in the back.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. The straight right just misses. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
How about that time counter shot? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They stop the hook there. He parries that left jab away. Straight right just misses. And the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice defense on that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work out there. The
Round. Don't worry about it.
Round 7, here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Ali would get rattled like this. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that they're... Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five. And you continue.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
It's all offense all the time. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. To make...
Let him back into the fight.
And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard. Did you see that? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, and you still want to fight.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it's like there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They gotta pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice defense on that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He prevents that left uppercut from scoring. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Ali in that last round. It's not
this entire fight.
There's the bell to start round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, without thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Some of the best action I've seen in any round. Hold that thought. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. just misses with that jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here.
Let's go out there
And here comes the 10th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble... What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me this one.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down. Oh, and he's going to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hit on top of that.
6, 7, 8.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Perfect counter shot. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.